The following is a presentation of Studio Audrain, powered by the Mexico Ledger.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome into the Saturday morning Mexico Ledger sports show here at Slumberland Furniture. And we are excited to be coming to you here in the middle of January. High school basketball season is really hot and heavy right now. A lot of games going on today. The Ramey Classic, we'll get to that here in just a couple of moments. But St. Louis Cardinals Caravan in Jefferson City last night, a couple of players there. Also, big news this week, Nolan Arenado is leaving the Cardinals, traded to the Arizona Diamondbacks. So farewell to Nolan. Mizzou men's basketball looking pretty good, 13-4, 3-1 in the SEC. Had a big win over Auburn this week, and of course today they're taking on LSU on the road. So best of luck to Coach Gates there. As we get into high school basketball, we've got the Mexico Bulldogs boys basketball team assistant coach Bosco Nunnelly in the house, and we had to do some asking, but we got you here, and yes, thanks for joining the program.
Thanks for having me, Matt. I appreciate it.
Glad to have you here. 12-4 start for your team, a win against Macon last night. Kind of tell us a little bit about, from the defensive standpoint, because that is your specialty. What's been the biggest key to this stretch of strong play?
I tell you, the biggest thing for us defensively, like I said, we do a lot of changing and switching on defenses. So sometimes we may be in a 2-3 zone. If I call something else, we may be in a 1-3-1. So it's the biggest thing is, just basically communicating, and really getting after people on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. How would you describe the identity of this defensive unit that you kind of help run?
Honestly, it's hard for me to say. Because you don't know what you're going to get each day from these guys, But the biggest thing I can tell you, they will work hard. They run through walls for you if you ask them to, for the most part.
No doubt about it. The Ramey Classic is today. It's Holt. We heard from Coach Pappas last week. They had some injuries there for a little while. It looks like they're getting healthy again. Kind of your assessment of Holt going into Harrisburg today.
They got two kids. That's our main scorer. They have both average about 21 points a game. I tell you, the biggest thing for us, if we can get out and run in transition and keep them off the boards, we got a very good shot, to win the game.
You guys got Caden Benny back a couple of games ago. How big of a boost has that been for the team?
That's a blessing. It's truly a blessing, because I tell you what, he's our leader. Don't get me wrong, Charleigh Fischer does a lot of great things, but when Caden's on the floor, you can see our level go to a whole different level.
The more weapons, the better, yes, I think, sir. Is the idea in high school basketball. JV, you're the head coach of the junior varsity team, and last night you guys picked up your 10th win. There are 0 losses there. A chance at an undefeated season. Kind of tell us a little bit about the JV's success, if you will.
I said, well, we got about 11 guys. And I tell you, back in, you guys don't know, you probably know it yourself, Matt, back in the day when Nolan Richardson was at Arkansas, they always talk about 40 minutes a heck. We give you 28 minutes a heck. So everything we do is going to be full court press until, we get a big lead, then I may dial it back down. And then, like I said, other than that, we just stay aggressive.
Well, I was wondering who maybe one of your mentors was, and we keep it clean because it's a family show here at Slumberland. 40 minutes of heck, no doubt. Kind of a cool thing that we see every year on social media is Appreciation Night that Mexico Bulldogs boys basketball team does. And tell us a little bit about that. I think they choose a teacher, a player chooses a teacher, they wear their jersey. Talk about the importance of that, of recognizing the teachers in the district.
So we've been doing this about probably 6 years now, and I tell you, it's a good thing, just because the preachers, I feel like the teachers go unappreciated sometimes, because without them, what would we be today? It's truly a blessing to have, the teachers do the thing they do for us. Because I tell you, it's a big task. I know I'm just going to use Miss Mudd as an example, she gets frustrated sometimes, but I tell you, the kids really do appreciate the things she does, regardless at the end of the day.
Absolutely. I'm going to put you on the spot. Back in the day, whenever we were in school, who was maybe the teacher that you would have chosen on Teacher Appreciation Night?
Mr. E.G. Rainey.
Mr. Rainey.
Yes, sir. I tell you, he was a good, the guy, he was like fearless. He was one of them guys where you knew if you did something wrong, like, hey, he's giving that look, like, whew. But I'll tell you what, he was a great guy.
Absolutely. Well, I think the goal is probably another 20-win season. You're at 12-4 right now. Chance to pick up win number 13 today. kind of the message to the team here in January as you get set to go into next month?
I say the biggest thing is just stay hungry. You know, we've battled some, like I said, we battled some injuries, we battled a little bit of sickness. I tell you, we just want to peak at the right time, you know what I'm saying, going into districts.
Absolutely. Well, I know that you've got to get to the shoot-around. Coach Pappas, graciously agreed to let you come out today, and we want to wish you the best of luck on the rest of the season.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate it for having me.
He is the assistant coach of the Mexico Bulldogs boys basketball team. Head Mr. Dion, Bosco, Nunnelly, as a matter of fact. And we're going to thank our sponsors here, our studio sponsor, Slumberland Furniture of Mexico, the United Credit Union, the Weber family of pharmacies, Arthur Center Community Health, the Mexico School District, Community R6 School District, and the Van Far School District. As we bring in our next guest to the studio here is going to be Mr. Jackson Fischer, as a matter of fact, from Van Far High School. He's a lineman for the football team, and we appreciate you coming out this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we've got some things to talk about. You had a nice trip to Dallas, Texas, as a matter of fact. You were one of more than 1,946 recruits in this game. It was the Blue-Gray All-American Bowl at AT&T Stadium. Kind of tell us a little bit about what went through your mind whenever you first found out you're being selected for this.
It was kind of a blessing. It was really amazing that I didn't think that I was going to get it at all. I thought I had a bad performance at the combine that I went to. And then it was just kind of crazy that I got it. I was like, well, might as well go.
No doubt. Talk a little bit about the experience there. How many days did you get to stay? And then let's get into the game and what that was like for you.
It was a couple days. We had 2 practices and then the game. I met a bunch of my teammates. It was pretty cool. It was fun learning from all the coaches, stuff like that.
You make any connections while you were down in Texas?
A little bit. My O-line coach, he said that he'd be there for me if I needed him, talking about references and stuff like that.
Very awesome. Kind of tell us a little bit about the biggest challenge going up against some of the top prospects from around the country.
Really, it's kind of a lot of working on my technique in the middle and fine-tuning stuff, especially because I've been out of playing for a month now or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just different trying to get back into it.
Did you meet any Cowboys execs down there? A Jerry Jones sighting by chance?
No, I didn't, sadly.
No, not at all. All right. So how do you think participating in that bowl game kind of elevated your game or changed your mindset moving forward?
Really, it just showed me that I think I can play at that next level.
No doubt about it.
Showed me that, because honestly, I did really learn to not be timid by the people that I was around. A lot of them, they're really just about themselves, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Talk a little bit about your coaches here, in mid-Missouri, Coach Gibson and some of your guys there, how they've prepared you for getting ready to go on to the college level.
Well, we got Coach Gibson, which I didn't really work much with him. I did some in team, but it was mainly with my offensive coordinator, Kale Utterback. He helped me with hand placement, footsteps, really just working on my technique. And then I think like 8th grade or freshman year, we went down to St. Louis and to this academy thing, and they really helped a lot.
Have you chosen a school that you're going to be playing football at?
No, sir, I have not.
Is that coming up soon?
Yeah, probably.
Probably pretty soon. All right. Well, I hope you'll keep us on your radar for whenever that happens and maybe come back and tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, sir, I will.
Basketball team, you're on that as well.
Yeah.
Talk a little bit about your role on Van Far basketball.
Well, I wouldn't say mine's a regular role. I'm not there to score or really play defense. Like I'm more of a defensive player. Can't score much.
Yeah.
But I'm really there just to kind of, in my opinion, keep the team up, hyped, just bring in a lot of energy from our bench, keep the game going, stuff like that.
The importance of a hype guy is very underrated, that's for sure. You got to keep the team morale up. Talk a little bit about the chemistry of that team, the Van Far boys basketball team, if you will. A lot of the football guys are on there too. So you play a lot of different sports together, right?
Yes, sir, we do. It can be different. Sometimes we argue because we're such a tight knit group. We've been so close for so long. I mean, we've been playing football for however many years, but we were playing basketball first.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just kind of knowing each person and how their shot is, where they're gonna be at. And I mean, Gavin Gaston has that pretty down to a tease. He can find people in space.
Very nice. Gavin Gaston's been a guest on the program many a time before, and we certainly appreciate you coming out. Want to wish you the best of luck on basketball season, and yeah, a very cool thing you playing over in Dallas, Texas, at the Cowboys AT&T Stadium. Congratulations to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. He is Mr. Jackson Fischer with the Van Far Indians football team and the boys basketball team, as we thank our studio sponsors once again. The Slumberland Furniture of Mexico, our backdrop here, as a matter of fact, by Logan. And come out and see Andy and Logan for all kinds of deals. United Credit Union, Weber Family of Pharmacies, the Arthur Center Community Health, Mexico School District, Community R6 School District, and the Van Far School District, as we bring in our next set of guests. Centralia boys basketball, as a matter of fact, fresh off of a win last night. We've got all seniors on the panel this morning. Anthony Ford, good morning.
Good morning.
We also have Anthony Young, good morning.
Good morning.
And we also have Mr. Cal Romine, and thanks for coming out, guys.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
9-6 on the season, and you guys have won 4 in a row. Let's just take it there. We'll start off with you, Anthony Ford. I better distinguish who I'm talking to here. What's been going right during this stretch of wins, if you will?
And before our stretch of wins, we had a little couple of losses, and I think those losses brought us together as a team. It really brought us together because we're all winners, and we don't like losing. So we really came together. We focused in on practice, brought good energy every day, and I believe that that's what's carrying our success now.
Absolutely. You're kind of the double guy on the Panthers team. What's kind of been your role to production during that 4-game winning streak as far as that goes?
Yeah, man. I know I'm going to get a lot more attention from other teams. You know, they're going to try and cut down on my rebounding and scoring, and I just know that's going to open up more opportunities for the rest of my team. So as many rebounds and points as I score, I try to dish it out as much as I can and get other guys looks. That's best for the team.
Absolutely. We're going to dish the questions over to Cal Romine here. As a matter of fact, you're kind of relied on for your physicality, your rebounding. Kind of what part of that role have you taken the most pride in this year, if you will?
Probably the rebounding, the defensive aspects as well, going in and crashing the boards if somebody gets a shot, just like, offensive rebounds are huge, I mean, it helps the team no matter what.
A lot of close games here as of late. What's the mentality whenever you're in that kind of a close game going down the stretch? Tell us about that from your standpoint.
Most of the time it's, we've been here before. We know what to do. We got the, toughness to, finish the game out. And as long as, we're still together, we're still playing together and, on the same page, we know it's going to turn out well.
All right, Anthony Young, you're kind of counted on for your shooting, and that can be very critical in close games. How do you stay confident and ready, especially whenever it comes down the stretch?
I've just put a lot of practice into my shot, and we've been having early morning shoot-arounds where some of the players can get into the gym and shoot, and I've been taking advantage of that, and then it just helps with my team. If I miss a shot, they're all like, that's a good shot, keep shooting, keep shooting. It just helps with the team being there.
Coach Kreitz is in his first year as a Centralia head coach. Kind of talk to us a little bit about how he's maybe changed the program, if you will. Some of the things that you like about it.
He definitely turned up our defensive aspect of the game. We've been taking pride in our defense and moving fast, jump into the ball, jump into the gaps, stick hand, just basic defense that we weren't doing before that he's helped us do now.
Absolutely. Anthony, what about you? What has he brought to your game?
Oh, Kreitz, man, he's all about the intensity show up and we're going to put some work in. And another thing that Coach Kreitz is really about is what we do outside of practice. You know, like a lot of assignments, like he sent a lot of videos out and having us do almost homework assignments, but I think that's really good for us. You know, it keeps us focused on the real point. It's basketball right now, and he does a great job of keeping us together like a family, and it's what he's brought to Centralia basketball this year is one to remember, and it'll carry a while.
Cal, for you?
You know, it's kind of the same thing that, you know, Anthony said, you know, the mindset that he has is, and, you know, even after, you know, we have bad practice, bad game, we're still together, you know, we want to keep working and keep going, you know, I mean, we're a family.
Yeah.
Stay together.
No doubt. You know, I was reading a little bit about your MVP honors over at the Norm Stewart Classic. Congratulations on that. That's always a fun game. Have you guys talk a little bit about playing at Missouri Arena on the Tigers court? We'll start off with Anthony, number one.
It was fun for sure. That's a game where we started down in the third quarter and we had to fight back, and we were all together just working hard on defense, talking, communicating, and we ended up making the comeback.
Mr. Ford?
Yeah, man, that Norm Stewart is a really cool thing they put on for us there. It's really special getting to play under the lights like that. But yeah, it was a tough game. Shout out to Oliver for that and one at the end, but that was a tough game that we battled through.
Anthony, or Mr. Cal Romine?
You know, it's kind of a different feel, you know, playing in a college arena like that. You know, I like Anthony said under those lights, but you know, I mean, we could just tell when we got there, we were all excited to be there, we're thankful, grateful, and yeah, I mean, after halftime, we kind of turned it on, you know, realized, you know, this is a game, you know, we got to finish this out. We were able to.
Is everybody staying healthy? I mean, I keep reading all these reports about schools going online learning and canceling classes this week. Are you guys staying healthy?
We've had a little bit of
The crud?
a little cold here and there.
Yeah.
You can't hear in some of our voices, but yeah, for the most part,
everybody's
we're
doing
able to
good.
stay.
Trying to,
You know,
yes.
yeah.
All right, goals for the rest of the season. Go around, start off with Mr. Anthony here first.
Just continue winning, stay together as a team, and hopefully win districts.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, for sure. Definitely at least conference. Conference right now is our main goal. Of course, we got to take it step by step, but with our first conference went out of the way, we're, of course, headed to in that direction. And then, of course, districts after that. We just want to make a run as far as we can this year.
Yeah, Cal?
Yeah, just, you know, stay consistent through the season, you know, keep getting better, you know, finish conference strong.
All right. Well, listen, we appreciate you guys coming out this morning. Hope to get you up early again sometime in the next month or two before districts start, and best of luck to you guys.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you
for
so
having us.
much. Centralia boys basketball seniors Anthony Ford, Anthony Young, and also Cal Romine this morning on the sports show. Once again, thanking our sponsors, our studio sponsors, Slumberland Furniture of Mexico, also the United Credit Union, the Weber Family of Pharmacies, Arthur Center Community Health, Mexico School District Community, our 6th school district, and of course the Van Far School District as we bring in our next set of guests. Fresh off victory. It's nice to have a victory Saturday, isn't it, Coach Mudd?
Yes, very nice.
Mexico Lady Bulldogs basketball head coach Makenzie Mudd and also junior guard Charleigh Douglas. And last night it was Macon. Coach Mudd, we're going to start off there with you. What 61-50 win over Macon. Kind of talk about what went right for you. I think a good fourth quarter kind of propelled you.
Yeah, we definitely went back and forth. Sorry, lost my voice last night. Back and forth in the first half. Had some lapses on defense that gave them some good scoring opportunities, but then after halftime, we were able to kind of settle down, stop some of those transition opportunities that they had. 21, I think, point fourth quarter, that helped us steal the win.
Absolutely. Charleigh, you are a transfer this year to Mexico from Macon, as a matter of fact, who you played last night. Kind of tell us a little bit about playing against your former school and some of your friends from over at Macon last night. How was that for you?
I was really nervous the whole week. I was thinking about it the whole week. It was everything on my mind. But I think that we played good, and I knew I was able to call out everything they were doing because I've already did it before.
Yeah.
So that helped us a little bit, and I was able to get to the spots because I knew they were going to be there. But it was pretty scary because they're my friends, and so I didn't want any bad animosity towards them, but it was fun.
Do you text them before the game, or
I did,
You
yeah.
did, okay. How did that go? Were they?
It was good. They were fired up too, but
Yeah.
like any team would be.
Now, after you beat them, you shake their hand, and it's all forgotten, back to friends again. Pretty much.
I would like it that way, yes, but you know, as a loser, it doesn't feel that way. So
Sure. No, I get it. I completely understand. You guys are 8-7 now. Got back above that 500 mark. I think is it 4 in a row that you guys have won now? It started back at the holiday tournament that you guys were in, and
3 in a row.
3 in a row. I'm trying to give you an extra one.
Yeah.
Talk a
His
little.
battle was in between there.
Okay, that's true. Talk about this 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, last week, 2 pretty big wins for us. It was good to get in a lot of our bench players and give a lot of different opportunities, put people in different positions. And then last night, we knew it was going to be a pretty tight game. We had similar records. They have a lot of speed, a lot of talent. So I think that was a good way to cap off. No, that 3rd game was to give us that opportunity to kind of see some different competition, a different challenge than we'd seen in those last couple of games.
Absolutely. It is 3 in a row, 5 of the last 6. Charlie, what's kind of fueling this run right now for you personally?
I think we really came together recently. Like, we're starting to work together. Our communication's better, and I just feel like we're more of a team. Like, ever since we started going on these winning streaks.
Absolutely. I think the next game that you guys play is Wednesday. Is that right? Talk a little bit about your next opponent.
We go to Hallsville on Wednesday. Looking at who they've played and kind of where their record stands, I think that should be a good opportunity for us again. I think we have the ability to win that game, which is something I'd love to do, but going into Friday when we play Kirksville for winter warming.
Yeah, 3-12, I believe Hallsville is currently. Kind of talk a little bit about the goals for the season whenever you start off with. Do you say, hey, we would like to have a 15-game winning season, wins this season? What's that benchmark for you?
Honestly, this year we played a lot of ranked teams, like really strong teams early on in the season, and we lost to them, but I feel like we learned a lot from that. So I think a lot of it was, what can we grow from, even in losses? How can we get better? And I think that holiday tournament also gave us a good opportunity for the team bonding and spending time together. Like Charlie said, getting that team dynamic down. So I really think that less of how many wins we want, but more of how can we be successful as a team, wins and losses, what can we take from those?
Absolutely. Charlie, tell us a little bit about what needs to happen Wednesday night against Hallsville for your team to get another victory and go, get that 4-game winning streak.
I think we just need to play like how we've been and just like focus on the things that we're struggling on, like boxing out and getting back on defense. As long as we do those things, I think we got it in the bag.
She's hearing you, Coach.
She knows.
That's right. Very nice. Well, listen, want to wish you guys the best of luck. We always appreciate you guys coming out. Any other big activities coming up for Lady Bulldogs?
Not too soon. We do go to Quincy Notre Dame this year for that Superfan shootout that the boys go to, so that's a new addition for us that we're kind of excited about, something different. We're playing a team out of Illinois, so that gives us a new look here in a few weeks, early February.
We will look forward to that for sure, and hopefully have you guys back on soon.
Okay.
Thank you so much. From Mexico Lady Bulldogs basketball, the head coach, Makenzie Mudd, junior guard, Charleigh Douglas, as we want to thank our studio sponsor once again, Slumberland Furniture, also the Weber family of pharmacies, Arthur Center Community Health, the Mexico School District, Community R6 School District, and the Van Far School District, and United Credit Union as well. So that's going to do it for another edition of the Mexico Ledger Saturday Morning Sports Show. I'm Matt Pilger, live from Slumberland here in Mexico.